time, my friends, for Sentinels Cubert Academy to face YFP for a spot in playoffs, my friends. This is a big game for both organizations, for both teams. No one wants to drop now, man, especially with these stacked rosters. Big investments, Penny on Whaley. I love that. Reduxx back on Jet finally. Oh my god, Dapper. Thank you.
YFP are still trying to get the spike planted. All grouped up, and Penny's
pretty close
for T-Dog.
And T-Dog never used his salvos, so they're waiting to just explode.
Oh my god, now I have hope.
And it's about to start within the next 5 seconds.
Ooh, you just saw the top of that omen there, and
he's not a bad woman player, bro, but it makes more sense. You know, it makes more sense.
Now's the moment for reduxx to engage off the smoke, dashes in, finds an ult here, another angle. Penny goes up the stairs, and it's all chaos. This YFP.
And to be fair, man, Knights wasn't performing bad.
Crime to advance towards Cubert. Now Nismo's in position, loses that to B-Dog. 1v1 with B-Dog low on health. Scuba.
Makes sense, bro. This is how things are supposed to be. G2 forced by here, my friends.
The defensive side of the Sent.
Look what Sentinels taught me. 2 judges? Write it down, chat. Let me know when you start playing ranked, so that I don't play.
And YFP is playing G2, so they're going for the stinger buy.
Okay, Jake's already been fragged. Cubert are watching the doorway like it's a trap. Knights also
that's good.
Logs so well protected. There's a lot of angles to check as you advance through. And YFP staggering 1 by 1. At least the Stellar get their wins. And
Stellar, the captain.
In the realm of impossibility.
Who remembers Stellar on 100 divs?
Spike down. The edge will be on his side. Both lanes, reduxx and
I don't feel comfortable holding this angle, man.
Walking together. Maybe trying to
stinger?
see if
No way.
Stellar is going to want to be proactive, because then there'd be a judge in his face, and reduxx wants to play the outlaw, so further back. Now trying to force some movement, some panic. Stellar has salvos causing movement. Now it's a chess match, but the clock is ticking. And Stellar can play hide and seek all he wants. Now Cubert, ball is in the court, and a reduxx takes him for a job. Now YFP just coming in through main, but Cubert are going to be more proactive this time and not going to allow themselves to just get smoked off. Info, YFP know what to expect as they walk in. They flash in with the KO. You got the paranoia from Cubert that tries to stop this relentless YFP from getting into the site. Smokes in place, Cubert evicted, and a plant that goes down. But the issue
is this the round the win, man?
Has not been getting on the site. It's keeping the spike planted.
Hard dog, man. My boy had no chance.
Problems for YFP, and now knowing, okay, we just gotta hold it down. We gotta create a fortress. Cubert have to find angles around this while also trying to traverse through the smoke, and now YFP can kind of just watch the 2 angles. Now it's gonna be a lot more difficult for Cubert, especially with the paranoia that just flung out from Jake. So these stingers are going to hurt once you get close. As reduxx approaches with the outlaw, now he's got a teammate beside him. The judge Scuba's with 2.
Look at this one.
The spike is ticking down, and Stellar is still alive. And Cubert haven't found where he is. There's only one.
No time to wander around.
No time.
Oh my god.
YFP want to exploit.
Yeah. Gotta say, Penny got kind of lucky there too, because the pop flash was for him to try to get an opening on Cat, but B-Dog is there at least to trade it against Nismo.
Man, it's good to see you on Jet.
The op gets pushed. The op repeats. The op takes it out. The rest of Cubert.
That's good, man. That's good.
The other fronts.
Well, you just have your Jet watching a little bit more middle, because YFP, they're only walk contacting this every time and getting punished.
Alone on trade. B-Dog rolling thunder. Man, they couldn't do it. It's like there with this ult.
Comes to getting into tree.
Sending the guy to die there is kind of weird.
And just thinking if we could have won that 1v1, it would have been a different story. But the past repeating itself with Cubert keeping YFP at bay. Now
such a big run, bro.
The A side. Now that Jake is set up, he's made the space. He's watching over heaven. He just kind of had to worry about tree. Now that's smoked off. B-Dog's in position. You know, dotted the I's, crossed the T's. YFP got a plant, and there's someone teleporting onto the site. Knights was just scoping out what's up.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get the best value of his paranoia from the ult, so it could be able to hit towards the generator if he can. He's lining it up. It's not going to hit. He should be in a good spot to punish one. Oh, never mind.
Man, that door just
that was the kill of the round.
Broke open like it was made out of paper.
No chance enough for YFP, man. It's Scuba, yo, on fire. People were saying, man, that Scuba might join NRG.
About to triple cross with the fault line. These guys are screwed.
Okay, the double dash. Penny couldn't find Scuba in time, and YFP walked into a trap. The Armageddon, something B-Dog had to dodge, and he was already further back. He split from Stellar, who's already on the site with the spike, and YFP just don't have the manpower. 2 versus 4, and there's an op that's gonna have full control over boats, but B-Dog, this late push in, something Cubert did not expect, but still, they can hold their positions. But YFP is about to put Cubert in a retake position, so how are they gonna approach with this op? Nismo has all his utils, so that's what you can rely on.
Yeah, you definitely need him to pop flash. If not, I've got both.
If not, I guess YFP are just gonna walk into the op and to the shotgun as well. reduxx got hands for everybody. They come through all angles, so now there's an Armageddon for YFP to try and make Cubert uncomfortable. This 3-wine.
Yeah, that's good, dog. Getting to is big, man.
Same about the rest.
Tiff is low too. YFP in trouble in this round.
Their duelist gives them. reduxx the op, loud and proud as YFP hopes to dislodge him, and Thief gets
overhit, but that's fine.
HP has the backup of his breach, and YFP now have boats, but
clean round, man. 7-2 YFP, bro. Oh, it's cool, but I got punished, man. Good kill by Tiff. Okay, best chance here for YFP.
Left that trip before and
Ben has ult.
Pressed up until this
dog went away from the Armageddon.
A first blood and an advantage for YFP to work with. They'll get the site almost for free, but the salvos, they thought they bought themselves enough time, some security, but reduxx is posted up with the op. And who will lock eyes with them?
On,
Penny has the ult right below. Cubert are going to be slowed and caught.
Ay.
It's already locked down.
VCT player, bro.
And has put them 6 feet underground. It's up to Knights to pick up what was a round that seemed so promising for Cubert. Despite the 4v5, they were in a solid position to surprise YFP. But it's Jakey that fully took over the round for YFP.
So they know that the pressure is down towards middle, and they just got to be ready for it.
Pressure.
T-Dog getting the kill. Okay. Oh, I thought he was going to miss that shot.
Knows YFP are going to want to be aggressive, and Cubert lock down these.
9-3 is a pretty good half for Cubert.
YFP, just constant man disadvantages to get on.
It's impossible for YFP to come back.
Happy to leave it.
But it's dang hard, bro. They need the pistol.
Here's the orb getting tapped. Jake has a paranoia. You got a rolling thunder from B-Dog.
I don't like holding this angle like that.
And Nismo's even further back than he was before. Another W for him. And Cubert are holding off YFP here in this last round of the half.
They're still pinned. Yeah, it just has to.
They are waiting some shots, man.
I feel that both Knights and T-Dog.
Okay, can I give you a chance for YFP, man? 4 rounds for them?
We're not it.
Pretty double to welcome back.
You were just so happy to give them space, stepping further back.
Looking solid.
Should have won a 1v3 from Thief. Okay, he's making us
not impossible for Thief.
I could subscribe to the Church of Thief, the Thief's Guild.
You could always count on Thief for sure in the clutches. So
10 seconds
let's see.
left.
He's got one trip for information into spawn. He knows we're close. He's trying to find the timing here.
Oh, and he's got it. He just heard them step down the stairs. Some jumps, catches reduxx lacking. Thought he was in the back closet, and Nismo finishes him off. Something there. 13 HP. Noped out of there. Knows that Cubert has mid control, so YFP will still stand and treat. There's no support for Penny. There's just Jake on the site, and no rotations are getting pulled by YFP. They just want to react to Cubert. So, well, Cubert are going to take all the real estate you're gifting to them. Even
free as a bird, bro. I like to see reduxx playing this way, man.
And Jakey has been discovered.
It's a different man, bro. A different man.
Give his position away.
And like I said, not a bad omen player. And Knights was giving some numbers there, bro, but the team
YFP, I'm surprised
wasn't performing, man. You know, like, this roster is too good, bro. Too good.
Face so early, and I think maybe Penny got scared being 13 HP, and that's a very solid pistol. Now you have reduxx in position and market with the spike, but YFP in this exchange against Scuba, it's a 2v1. Scuba's trying to escape, and the salvos are not going to delay YFP too much. The thorns, maybe. Scuba eventually is found, but maybe that's an opening for Cubert to work into B. No, they want to kind of deal with YFP being so far behind. or extended deep, I should say. Cubert are now
Oh my god, that's...
surrounded.
They're gonna get eco, bro.
So it's easy
What are we doing?
pickings for this
They got
defense.
eco.
And to just lock eyes with anyone in glass, and that's kept pretty open, and Cubert are gonna swoop it off just in case, taking things one step at a time. The trip did detect someone. YFP try to react. It's a trade. And Cubert are stuck back at square one. Now getting eyes onto the site.
Oh my god, but look at that, I'm giving away
Too much to
too.
deal with. So Penny
Okay.
takes the helm, takes the mantle.
Nah,
What
that's a sick
from
shot, man.
Nismo. Now Cubert with sight control and
That guy had no chance, actually.
What really VDog and Stellar
Bro,
can
they're
do
gonna
now.
get eco too. The Phantom's in the hands of
Using
Knights.
salvos to try to prevent the plat. They don't even have it anymore for the retake. At least there's 2 flashes. Maybe if they get an early pick. Okay, they might get it now. They could aftershock and flash here into hell and just flush them out after the smoke.
That's the play. Stellar VDog working together. The aftershock gonna force him out of
Hi,
position.
V-Dog!
Wait for their chance
Yeah.
to strike and where these trips are.
Well, Nismo just knifed for the second wave and did catch both the Whaley and the Breach, so they're just committing to a B-side hit now.
Oh, as soon as that smoke went down, Cubert locked down.
Haha,
We're able to trade.
surprise.
Even before YFP could capitalize on the paranoia turnout.
Yeah, the guys solved that, bro.
Now Cubert evict everyone on the site. Speeddog
Playing
and
hide
Penny.
is sick there.
Just
No
like
lucky.
before, and Penny has the
You guys are
op
cheating, bro.
and may want to keep this. We'll see what B-Dog.
And this is a save already, bro.
Too.
Yeah. I'd probably fall back trying to pick up an orb. So
It doesn't even look like the same thing, right, guys?
Actually, they're going to use it around the
Who
Nismo instead.
watch it?
So I was gonna-
Kibert
maybe-
play the
I
last
was
2
thinking
series,
they were
man.
probably
Maybe even
gonna
3, bro. I
use
think even 3.
Steel Guard
It was a
instead.
disaster, bro. It was ugly. And today they are destroying YFP here on their map pick.
He's not getting any support.
like a day and night, bro.
We're focused on the back site. As YFP were flooding in, Reduxx gets isolated. Now you're in a 4 versus 4. Some damage being done to Cubert. With the KO nade out, YFP are delayed, but they're coming in from all sides. Now with the paranoia out, Cubert will stay in their place with their eyes locked. Smoke's back in position.
He wants to go to
Scuba
VCT, bro. He's done
fun
challenges.
angle. Now the
I ain't
player
leaving
gets
this shit, bro.
challenged with the shotgun.
Let it be free.
And an upgrade on the weapon. Cubert just have to buy time. And Penny's approach here is critical. Has to be a hit.
Who
On
beat the
Nismo.
jail for energy if you have an asshole
And
man?
it's
Ethan
Nismo
again?
That just stays
Probably not,
stoic
right?
in the end. But it's Stellar that makes a splash. Here's the flood in with B-Dog. Barely any time left. And Nismo
So smart.
denies
My boy.
the comeback.
Clutch King.
keep her back to
Maybe
12.
point for IFP.
30 seconds left.
Beat a start.
Wow. Getting a pig, that's all you need to inspire you to get
I'm
the
dodging
objective
flashes and shit, bro.
done. Scuba's
Oh my
trying to cross
God.
in front. That's something that Penny
Watching too much Valorant,
capitalizes
man.
on. A little slip up from Cubert getting too comfortable. Now Penny sets up at the very back to hold off 3 players coming in his direction. 10 seconds left. Penny's been dislodged, and it's up to Jakey and Thief.
I am impressed, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very impressed. Oh my God, man.
Can't even go in as a
Well
squad,
played,
and it's
Cubert. Well played.
5 ascent for
Oh
Cubert.
my God. See how simple it
Dominant
is,
first
bros?
map coming out for
Why
Cubert
they
Academy
complicate
for
things
sure.
so much,
You're
bro?
definitely
And I'm not
seeing
talking
across the
just
board
about
the
Cubert.
Role changes going back between Reduxx and Knights made a whole difference in terms of how comfortable they were of just fighting within a jet roll for Reduxx.
Hey, well now, my friends. Here we go. Reduxx on Neon. Knights on Omen again,
He
bro.
just wants to anchor
Thanks,
as much
guys.
as he
Thanks,
could on
everyone
Swords
involved.
if he's
Dapper,
not
the
getting
coach,
pressured,
all the
and
players.
maybe within
Good
the last
decisions,
minute
man.
mark,
Good decisions.
we get a full execution
Finally.
of Cubert Academy all the way from Long A.
Remember, guys, this is for qualification into playoffs. If YFP miss another playoff, I'm gonna crash out because this is such a talented team.
Bro,
Let's
they
see if can
cannot
hold
miss
back against
playoffs, man.
Cubert.
This is
Reduxx
crazy.
almost shooting in slow motion there after what they got hit by.
I think depending on the
An
round
easy
difference. I
plan
don't know, bro. I
after that.
actually don't know.
They're always so solid on their offense
It's
and on
kind
their
of like
protocols.
weird.
And YFP will be flooding
Positions
into
that the
beaters.
things are right now.
Cut off though from Scuba. He did miss the bus, but he could still get a huge backstab behind YFP. Depending on the timing, depending on how long YFP want to wait, but it's the aftershock. Cubert strike at them first and cut at the YFP heel as they were hoping to chomp down on Cubert's defenses. Cubert approach, but could be walking into the crosshairs of Penny and B-Dog on the other side. Fault lines, it flashes, and Penny takes an unexpected L. And now B-Dog is smoked off, so Cubert will get a free plant.
Free plant, overdrive. The plant's perfect too to take garage control. So you see that here that this is a regular strat coming out from Cubert Academy, or how to play with the aftershock from the breach into post plant. But YFP's not answering to that.
Oh, Cubert are gonna keep eyes on the spike as long as they can. If YFP just are scared on how to approach this, and then 2 pings as Cubert just can confidently just keep their sidelines in check. And it's YFP that have to discover where Cubert are, and they smoked off the position. YFP aren't even gonna tap the spike. The firing squad's in position, and it's 3 in a row for Cubert. It's up to B-Dog. He's got 2 flashes, but no one there for the trade unless Jakey was to come through on the C side, but he's playing so far back. And B-Dog now spot the cross. He's gonna shoot early, but he's in a position where B-Dog cannot get back to safety.
Oh my god, B-Dog getting 2 is insane.
To flush out B-Dog, but he'll still claim 2 before he goes down. Now Cubert are in a pickle on how to move forward from this.
He'll take a dub for sure out of that one. B-Dog 1 and done and still gets 2 before. That's gonna allow YFP to get the first defensive round here.
Jakey just has to pick up the pieces
throughout all the trades. So now it gives a chance here for just Cubert Academy to go into the site and fight, because there's no delays, no stalls coming through this time around from YFP. They've already used it on the first wave of defense that they had towards the A site until we have a back and forth.
I know exactly where you are.
like that YFP were trying to at least cut down Cubert before they escaped the site after planting, so it's a good job by B-Dog. He goes 1 for 1, equal numbers. Cubert play from main, and they're even going to be deep into garage and try to be proactive against YFP, but now that leaves a weaker front side for Cubert to protect the spike, and Cubert really split apart. But it's YFP that were just faster. The spike gets tapped. T-Dog's attention is there, throwing shock bolts, and YFP are scattering. And this is really good stall from Cubert. The spike will get to halfway, and it's being held, and Knights clutches it for Cubert.
I guess his drone out in the open again. It doesn't matter. There was players that were supposed to trade against him, but the fault line came out from the defense before.
Oh, Penny caught by the rolling thunder. No one falls for the
man. Cubert looks, bro.
Covered now by the smoke.
What is that, man?
High, but no targets in sight.
They did the one change. They started to play bad. They reverse. They started looking good again. But why did they change it in the first place, bro? That doesn't make any sense.
So Cubert are just holding down with the fault line ready. As soon as YFP show their face, paranoia out. YFP retake, not ensuing. Just baiting Cubert.
This is a scary thing, bro.
But now,
like on paper, I've been saying, this Cubert thing,
alone.
less than top 3 is
YFP fall.
It's not allowed for this thing, you know. I forgot the word that I was trying to use, but it's not allowed. One thing that I would change on this thing is I would put Stellar to play bridge and put B-Dog on Teho.
YFP.
I would give my freedom to my boy.
But yeah, like you said,
I think you can have more impact in the game.
Garden or an ultimate.
Yep. And the people that are alive are...
That's one thing that I would change for sure.
And fault lines.
B-Dog was in the... Man, he got kicked by a Medi, but he was performing so well there, man. Low-key, he wasn't due to his performance that he got kicked. It's because they saw an opportunity to get Chat and Victor together, so...
Reduxx was gonna be met.
They bench him, but he's insane, bro.
Oh,
look at him.
Just playing chicken against all the util coming out. As YFP have set up Stellar at the top window, and he's been crucial for them. But now YFP weren't as
8-2.
Trying to see if he can at least stop Reduxx from sliding into the site for free. And oh, there's a flake from YFP and Cubert.
Man, for YFP,
this thing,
4 rounds, man. If they get 4 rounds, they can win the map.
Cubert are gonna teleport to C. They said, this place is way too high. We gotta go somewhere else. The plan will be successful on the opposite side. Now it's chaos for both teams rotating over.
Okay, he got one there.
Versus 2 for YFP.
I mean, T-Dog still getting a kill out of that one is huge. So right now it comes down to the big fraggers again. Scuba and Knights. Crossfire set up towards C. You don't have an ult to work with for the retake. At least you have salvos and special delivery, so you
let's have another smoke. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Here.
Well, Scuba.
That was nice, dude. Oh, look at the movement. Hey, Seba.
That's pretty clean. 1 versus 2. Gets down to 87. Wait, Knights. Oh my god! Clutch! He's insane! The timing on the swing.
Oh my god, that was beautiful, man. That shows a deal too. JJ!
Changes, or I guess unchanged. I don't know, like this.
Unchanges.
A huge statement for Cubert too. The amount of work they've done over the
Man,
past
look, I get what Cubert did. I am a person who also changes things and then I go back to the things that I was doing before. I do that all the time.
Like, wow, overdrive. Or,
So yeah,
wow,
I got that, man. If you like an to change that you reach a new level better than before, then realize, bro, that was actually shit. Let's go back. It happens, bro. It happens. Good thing that they came back. They are looking good now.
As possible, but now to protect the spike, the lanes are open.
But YFP
are flooding in, and it's all up.
Something gotta change.
Or kick. Jake versus Nismo.
This is not a lot.
The spike getting halfway and almost being held.
Okay, they win the pistol. They win the pistol here, man. Something going on for them.
I don't think the Cubert Academy is playing as open as the.
Look who came here, my friend, to say hi to you, to wish a good day, say that everything is gonna be fine.
For Cubert, you see,
right?
they're not as
Doesn't matter the situation, things always will be fine. Will be good. Never lose faith, my friends. Never stop believing. Even if you're having a hard day, it's hard to see the light. Don't give up, my friends. Don't give up. That's the message of Nina today. Right, babe? I don't know. That was me, actually.
Deep is scoping out garage, and you can get a pick on tonight. That would really inspire YFP to go forward. And
okay, my dog is already 100%, bro. Thanks God, she's really amazing.
Gonna feel himself and want to make a play.
I was afraid, man, she would be traumatized with the situation.
Yeah, it's just
zero fear, my friend. Zero fear. She passed in front of the house there. No, bro, like it didn't even happen. I was so worried, man, that would change her. Nah, bro, not even a little bit.
Just got hit into.
She's more sweet, more kind than ever.
Still alive for this round to delay, and even Penny's low on HP. Acting a little bit more.
My dog is special, bro. She has a very kind soul. I don't know how.
There's just 4 players waiting for them.
I would love to take the credits, man, but I met her like that already.
It's been an issue for YFP when they play these Yoru comps of just almost being their own worst enemy.
20 seconds, man. I've been yapping here for like 1 minute.
And they leave themselves like, what, 10, 20 seconds to plan, and Cubert are trying to prevent this from happening. It's too
okay, YFP, winning this round here gives you guys good chance, man. Good chance in comeback.
His winning garage, denying any flank backstab.
Definitely not impossible. Not on this map.
The rest of Cubert just trying to play this from front to back.
And they are saving.
More players in the pulse plant right now, especially with Stellar and B-Dog still staying alive. They don't have aftershocks to work with, though. At least they have the salvo, so keeping Stellar alive is primordial right now to the survivability of YFP within this round, and he'll escape.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Scuba's waiting for someone to walk out into garage, and now that that's smoked off, Cubert only have 1 lane to push through, 1 angle, 1 chance, and YFP
one opportunity.
But it's Cubert that stands taller. And now
this is impossible, man. Actually impossible.
And reduxx and the rest of Cubert were
NT Stellar, but it was too hard, man.
Forces of YFP get themselves up to 11.
And running time for this one.
From T-Dog, made it so YFP can't really play fast. Not that I think they would want to with Penny. And as soon as he re-peaks, he's down to 2 HP. B-Dog is dead. Such an important person to miss. Getting into the site. Nismo's like, wait a minute. You're not.
My boy's a legend.
The spike is down.
Oh, he's 2 HP, man.
He can't protect this. Not with an aftershock in his face. Nismo hurt.
He still gets the kill, man.
He still wins that. Oh, that was a quick strike. 2 versus 2. Penny still lives.
But what was the TP for, though? was he trying to
get in their minds
across to see if anybody was pushing towards A? I would assume so. Benefit of the doubt, but now they pick up Spike and are able to work together here in the pulse plant. Oh no, Scuba's got the timing.
It should be a plant soon. How Scuba and reduxx are so.
Scuba is so fast here, man.
Time to
I don't think they're expecting
together. I think it's
look
gonna have to
at
be the
reduxx. Oh my god. Oh, with the judge and shit, bro.
Oh, the 1-2 loop. Cubert match point. Point. Even harder for Cubert to re-break back in.
Yeah, but my boy reduxx has ult.
Now it's the overdrive. reduxx goes above and beyond physically. But
has freedom now, man.
Fury too.
He was a bird.
No place to stand.
Oh, that guy's dead, bro.
Against the world.
Kill the Omen. Kill the Omen. Get the revenge, bro.
That's Cubert from all sides.
Never playing the agent again.
What's left? It's Stellar. It has to do exactly
GG.
what and hold off against all.
Cubert looking good, man. Just like Endeavor.com. Check it out. The sponsor of the channel. Link is on the description. Leave a like, subscribe, activate the notifications. Today we have one more game, my friends. Stay tuned.
We had 2 stingers, but it wasn't what was the game changer there for the side of Cubert Academy. It was just a
TSM versus Burger Boys, in case you're wondering.
Caught so many players off guard, fully blinded, and